Hey, hello, and welcome back. I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity, and this is another episode of the Getting to Clarity Show. This is the place where you come if you want the tips, tools, and techniques that you need to become a more impactful leader without sacrificing what's most important to you in the process. So achieving more doesn't mean that you have to walk away with less. So today we are talking about a tool, a technique that can take leaders from good to great. Are you in? So stay tuned. So did you hear? Listening takes leaders from good to great. So when stepping into a leadership role for the first time, you quickly realize that managing a team is much more than just giving orders or setting goals. One of your most crucial skills that you can develop early on is active listening. Different from passive listening, different from just listening in general. Why? Because truly hearing your team members, their understanding, their needs, concerns, and ideas can be the difference between a cohesive, motivated team and a disconnected, unproductive one. Which one would you rather have? So what is active listening? Active listening is more than just nodding along while someone else is talking. It's the ability to fully concentrate, understand, and thoughtfully respond to what someone is saying. So this skill goes beyond just hearing the words. It involves picking up on emotions, reading between the lines, and ensuring the speaker feels genuinely heard. So for new leaders, mastering active listening is key. It's not just a technique, but it's a leadership philosophy. And it is one that prioritizes people and relationships. It is human-centric. And it can help you build rapport with your team, which is the foundation of trust. It can help you address concerns before they escalate. It can help you create an environment where everyone feels seen and heard and valued. So why active listening matters, especially for new leaders? Well, as a new leader, you're navigating uncharted waters. You've not done this before, right? So you're likely trying to balance your authority with approachability. And you may feel just a little bit of pressure to assert yourself. However, active listening can be your secret weapon in building credibility and trust. So here's why it matters. You get to build trust and rapport. First of all, when your team members see that you are genuinely listening to their input, they're more likely to trust you. Trust is the foundation of any successful team. You can't have it without it. By active listening, you show that you value their perspectives, which strengthens your connections with them. Next, it helps you to prevent misunderstandings. Many workplace conflicts arise from simple misunderstandings, miscommunication. So by active listening, you ensure that you're not only hearing the words, but you're also grasping the underlying meaning. This means that you can help address issues before they turn into bigger problems. Third, it encourages open communication. So when people feel heard, they are more likely to speak up. And what can happen here is that people can share more innovative ideas. It can be quicker problem solving. It can create a team culture where communication flows freely. So, how do you practice this? How do you get better at active listening as a new leader? You can start incorporating active listening into your leadership style. And here are some practical steps to get you going. 1, give your full attention. It might sound obvious, but in today's work environment, it is so easy to get distracted. I mean, think of all of the things that distract us at work. So when a team member is speaking to you, make it a point to put down your phone, close your laptop, and focus entirely on the person and that conversation. Your undivided attention, and believe me, this is a skill, it signals to them that they matter. Next, use nonverbal cues. Your body language speaks volumes. It's not just the words that you speak. So maintain eye contact, okay? Nod occasionally. Maybe you lean in slightly to show that you're engaged. These nonverbal cues reinforce that you're not just listening, but you're actively involved in the conversation. Next, reflect and clarify. After someone has spoken, take a moment to reflect on what it is that they said and then paraphrase their points back to them to ensure that you understood correctly, and then you can ask clarifying questions if you need. So for example, you might say, so what I'm hearing is that you're concerned about the upcoming deadline. Did I get that right? Okay, so it's an opportunity for you to connect again. Finally, avoid interrupting. I know it's so hard. In attempting to jump in with your thoughts, avoid interrupting, especially when you're pressed for time. I know that can be something that's so easy to do, but be conscious of that irritating behavior. So interrupting can make people feel undervalued, disrespected, talked over. Let them finish their points before you respond. And then when you do respond thoughtfully. Active listening isn't just about understanding, it's about responding too, but it's responding in a way that shows that you have truly heard the other person. Your response should address their concerns directly, acknowledge their feelings, offer constructive feedback, or even potential solutions. So, who might be able to help you hone these skills? Well, to master active listening, it can be helpful to get feedback from people that you work with, trusted colleagues, maybe mentors, maybe even your team. They can provide feedback to you about how well you are listening. Get ready for it. And then they might also be able to offer suggestions for improvement, especially as it relates to communicating with them. Also, consider engaging with a leadership coach who maybe specializes in communication skills. If this is a rough spot in your in your leadership journey, then this is something you might want to consider. A leadership coach can work with you to provide one-on-one coaching to refine your active listening abilities and to be able to integrate them into your leadership presence. So to get started, you want to take action within 48 hours, 2 days. Active listening is a skill and practice makes permanent. So you need to start right away. So here's a challenge. Within the next 48 hours, choose a team member, engage in a conversation where your sole focus is to practice active listening. That's all you're there to do. Follow the steps that I gave you and give your full attention. Use nonverbal cues, reflect, clarify, and respond thoughtfully. After the conversation, ask yourself, how did it feel to really listen, to not be distracted? How did the other person respond? So reflect on that experience and identify areas where you can improve. And as you continue to practice, you'll find that active listening becomes so much more natural. And the impact on your team and your leadership will be very noticeable. People will feel seen, supported, understood, motivated. These are qualities that are invaluable for any leader looking to make a difference. So take that first step today, because your team will thank you for it. Until the next time, I am Debbie Peterson of Getting to Clarity. Here is wishing you the clarity you deserve to make the impact that you desire. Take care, and bye-bye for now.